However Laura treated Andy is how we treated Billy on set.
Which was like to a certain extent, like it's really handy, like having that, you know, because throughout all of these interviews today, it feels like they're still doing it. They've just been abusing me.
I would never.
You've been the meanest Sora. You've been pretty mean to Billy.
Yeah, Sora used to do, just, you know, love being a younger sister, just beat me up all the time. You know, got really good at choking me out. She had a specific move that was like, and Michael loved it. I would look at him and he'd just be like, and I'm like, can we just like, maybe not? And he's just like, let's just do one more. We'll just make it. Yeah, so.
Do you want to do it right?
You want to do it now? Okay.
There's like a party scene in the film, and there's a moment where Piper jumps on Andy's back, and it was Sora's favorite scene in the film, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Yeah, we are alive. We are. Sorry, that was weird. We're good.
No, we're dead.
Well, you're alive. That's the most important part. That's amazing. Guys, we absolutely loved this movie. It is one of the first movies to ever make us scared and also cry at the same time. So thank you for that.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
No problem. No, we're glad that it can, help people. Michael's having a brain fart right now.
No worries.
Isn't it because I paid you after the spaghetti thing? It's been a long day and everyone's fighting. Yeah, screw you, Billy.
No worries. We'll make this as fun as possible. Before we kind of get started, we did have a story to share with you both. When we talked to you for Talk to Me, we absolutely had an amazing conversation. It was so much fun, and we loved that theater experience that we had. That for Christmas, Anthony actually got me a little gift here.
Oh my gosh, is that the party one?
That is the party one, but we have a great moment about it.
Yeah, when I bought it, I thought, you know, this is a great candle holder for Shay. We could put some incense in there or hold a candle, not knowing what it really does.
Shortly after, I was like, where would you put a candle in this thing? And then I realized, oh, this is not for kids.
It's an incense holder is what that is.
Absolutely. An incense holder, exactly. Next question, exactly.
Oh, man.
No, that's amazing. Good Christmas gift.
Yeah.
You got me one? They didn't send me one.
Yeah, we'll send it over.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Now, Billy, you and Sora shared such a powerful chemistry on screen. How did your bond with one another help shape Andy's emotional journey?
Yeah, that was a key factor for me was the relationship between the brother and sister had to be really, really authentic and really real. And I think because shooting it in sequential order as well, it was, you know, I sort of saw how that first initial like bond of like we're doing this, we're going through this brand new experience, moving into this brand new house, meeting all these people that we just don't know, but we're doing it together. And then suddenly there's all these mind games, and it's like, you know, it almost feels, I don't want to spoil anything, but it almost feels like the connection could have been lost throughout. And I think when it, you know, happens, I think that there's just a sense of loneliness throughout for Andy, you know, like even how. Have they seen it?
Yeah, we've seen it.
I've seen it. Is it spoiler free?
And we loved it. Yeah, spoiler free.
Spoiler free.
Okay, spoiler for me.
Laura puts a wedge between the loving
Yeah, and even like the beginning of the film, just seeing, it's quite funny actually, but seeing like that she's got a really nice room that's been made up, and it's, you know, and I've got the fucking loft or whatever it was, some door that doesn't work, and there's like just all the stuff that no one wanted around the house in that one particular room.
Yeah, I remember like you walking into the room for the first time, and I walked in and I burst out laughing because I saw my room previous, and I went in and it was just...
And we're like, Billy, this is your accommodation?
And I was like, oh.
However Laura treated Andy is how we treated Billy on set.
Yeah, which was like to a certain extent, like it's really handy, like having that, you know, because throughout all of these interviews today, it feels like they're still doing it. They've just been abusing me.
I would never.
You've been the meanest Sora. You've been pretty mean to Billy.
Yeah, Sora used to do, just, you know, love being a younger sister, just beat me up all the time. You know, got really good at choking me out. She had a specific move that was like, and Michael loved it. I would look at him and he'd just be like, and I'm like, can we just like maybe not? And he's just like, let's just do one more. We'll just make it. Yeah. So
Do you want to do it right?
we want to. You want to do it now? Okay.
There's like a party scene in the film, and there's a moment where Piper jumps on Andy's back, and it was Sora's favorite scene in the film, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It was a great moment, absolutely. And something we also loved so much in this movie is the sound design. It was so specific, and it felt like we were hearing every pin drop throughout the entire film, from the knife putting into the door, all that kind of stuff. So how important was the sound design? And, are you thinking about it throughout the entire scripting process, shooting and editing? What does that look like for you guys?
It was the most, we love sound, music. We love all those other layers that go into a film, because it's not just visual. And that's what's amazing about a film, when everything can come together like that. And it was the first time that we had mixed in Dolby Atmos, so being able to put rain in the roofs. And we learned so much from Talk to Me in terms of sound design, and thematically we're able to include a lot of that stuff into the sound design, conveying themes and emotions not just through the screen but through audio. It's like using circular sounds around the cinema and stuff. We love that kind of stuff. And it's a rabbit hole you can get lost in, and we were mixing the movie right up until we had to get
to the very last
until
second.
they said, all right, no more, give me that movie. So I was like, working with amazing, talented sound designer.
Shout out Emma Boarding-Young, our
Boarding-Young.
sound designer. Yeah, there's a visual language for all the characters, then audio language as well.
For Jonah, your character Oliver goes from being a troubled child to a really deeply and disturbed troubled child.
We're so sorry, by the way.
What was the process like building your character?
Yeah, it was, so prosthetics was a big part of it, because that's how the physical side develops, how you show kind of like that look of the demon. And then the other side was that kind of non-verbal, but it's like the non-verbal, he doesn't talk, but I feel like in a way that says more. And I really liked that. Sometimes I just start thinking about asparagus. So like,
Interesting. What do you mean?
yeah, that helps me get through,
What asparagus?
Dreaming about it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing that helped him get into character. He asked for asparagus
Yeah,
on
we
the set.
just
I'm not
bring
sure
the
what's going on
asparagus
with
to
him.
yeah.
Jonah said
It
weird
worked.
Who doesn't like asparagus? So
Like asparagus just laying on the side. I was just like, can I get my asparagus, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think no one knows what we're talking about, and
Yeah.
it was an on-set thing that happened, and it doesn't make sense even now, like talking about it. Yeah, pull it. Next question up.
Sorry, he lost an Uno day and he had to say
Yeah, I lost
asparagus.
another man.
I have to say something random in the thing. Sorry, that was
Yeah, that's
really
why he
bad.
said asparagus. He
We
lost an Uno
apologize
day.
for him. We apologize.
All good.
I lost a bet with him.
Guys, it's all good. I'm glad that we got that moment out there. I love the asparagus. Sora, we have... we wish we could. We were running out of time here. We're getting told to wrap. But Sora, you were so phenomenal in this movie. We absolutely loved your performance. And guys, we hope to get to talk to you guys again in the future, because this was such a great movie, and you guys are fantastic.
thank you again.
Thanks so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you so much.